Oh my gosh, you guys. Notable headline today. Michael Cohen got raided by the FBI at his home, his hotel room that he lives at right now, and his office. Oh my gosh, my mind is blown. Okay, Michael Cohen, if you don't know who he is Trump's longtime personal lawyer, about 12 years. I think he started working for him in like 2006, I want to say. And he's known as Trump's fixer. Okay, so like situations come up like Stormy Daniels, for example, and he just takes care of it, right? Whether that means paying out $130,000 or what have you. Um, he's got a reputation for threatening people. I need to find the article that came out in the Times just not too long ago. I mean, I say that, it could have been a year ago. Um, about his email that he sent somebody threatening him using a bunch of foul language, like he's the fixer, okay? Uh, so, like I said, he's tied up in the Stormy Daniels thing. He's also made news because he was the guy that was trying to get that Trump Tower Moscow deal done during the campaign, mind you. Kept that all a secret. Um, so yeah, I mean, he got raided today. Ugh. And apparently to raid a lawyer is like really rare because they have that attorney-client privilege, right? Um, there's an exception to the rule. It's called like the criminal fraud exemption, where basically if it's provable that there has been communication between the client and the attorney about destroying evidence or covering up a crime or yada yada yada, it's no longer privileged communication. So so Mueller found the evidence and then handed it over to the state, New York State, Southern District, where Preet Bharara used to be, got fired from that position, handed it over to the new guy, a Trump appointee, and said, hey, you should investigate this, a referral, right, to the New York South District. And they decided to raid. So, I mean, what's this evidence, I wonder? I mean, I just can't wait for all the shoes to drop. I'm like a Russia investigation crazy person, like Mark will come up from working downstairs and I'll be like, big news today, big news. And he's like, every day is big news. But no, not on a Russia day. It's real big news for me. I'm like, got my pins on the wall. I wish I had pins on the wall with red strings and, the whole 9 yards. But I don't have time for that. I don't have room for that. So I keep it all here. Call it my brother. Something happens, something drops. And I'm like, what does it all mean? We sit there and talk about it for half an hour. Like, what does it all mean? And, it's fun. It's fun until, you think about it a little too hard because then you're like, wow, this is real life. It's not like a spy novel. Like that stuff's really happening. And then it gets a little more depressing when you think of it like that. Especially, like today when Trump, made his statement about the whole thing, he was in a meeting with like all the military people trying to figure out what to do about Syria. So it's like, when you think about it through those eyes too, it's actually quite disturbing. Trump on a good day is really demoralizing for me to think about making big decisions about, a chemical attack. And then Trump on a severely pissed off day, I don't even have a word that describes like how like bad that sucks. But you got to have some happy days. So I try to, compartmentalize, right? Had this happened yesterday when I was really down about Syria, I mean, that probably would have put me in the grave. I don't know. But anyways, I am happy for another reason today. I ran into a friend at the park today. She asked me about my son with autism. She didn't know. She asked a bunch of questions. We had a long conversation, like 30 minutes about it. She seemed interested. That was the most genuine I had been about it, probably with a stranger anyway. Well, she's not a stranger, but she's just not like a friend I see every day or something. And it was nice. And then later in the evening, she actually dropped off a bag of chocolates with a card that was like, "You're such a great mom. I was thinking about the conversation we had earlier." And I was just like, wow, that was really nice. And like for the first time in a while, I didn't feel completely alone. We'll see how long that lasts. But that's all I have. Um, I'm going to go upstairs and tell my boys to get back in bed because they're messing around still. And I'll see you